Hi, Assalamu alaikum. Today I'm here with another very interesting book review. Before the Ramazan, I wanted to finish it and I have finished it. It is a book on the genealogy of morals by Friedrich Nietzsche. So it is an amazing book. I liked it. I loved it. It's a very thin one, but I read it again and again because I resonated the ideology and the way the author, the Friedrich, has basically resonated with the daily life and what are the core things he tried to incorporate in it, and then I jotted down for the review, and it is amazing. Let's go quickly. This book is basically not a history book. It was written in 1887. But it's more like a psychological and a cultural excavation. So, with surgical precision, Nietzsche dissects the origin of Western morality, revealing not divine truth or rational principles, but the messy, often ugly human drives of resentment, cruelty, and the willpower it endures. Power lies in the uncanny ability to diagnose the moral DNA of our own time. So the first point what I derived from it is that master versus slave morality. The origin is cultural war, which is still now, and we're still a part of it. So the author basically says it tells you that there are two opposing moral frameworks. Master morality originates with the noble, the strong, aristocrats, that defined good as what they are proud of. Courage, assertiveness, and bad as the traits of the inferior, the weak, cowardly, common people. It is a morality of self-affirmation. So basically, slave morality is born from resentment, a seeing creative resentment of powerlessness, which a lot of cultures have been facing in different eras, as you know, unable to act the value of masters' virtues as evil. That's the pride becomes arrogance, strength becomes brutality, and recast their own weakness as good, humility, piety, and obedience. This is a morality of reaction and negation. For example, in the ancient Rome, the noble verses of the early Christians, the Roman saw himself as a bonus, good warrior, patron. The early Christians, from a position of a political powerlessness, declared, "Blessed are the meek," thereby spiritually conquering the Roman by making his strength a sin. How interesting. Number 2, guilt and bad conscience. The debt we owe ourselves. So the author offers a startling origin story for guilt. As primitive human formed societies, their natural instincts of aggression and cruelty were turned inwards because they could no longer be freely discharged outwards. The internalization created the bad consciousness, a sickness, but also the soil of the soulful depth. Guilt was further intensified when fused with the religious concept of debt to a god. How interesting. For example, in ancient festivals of cruelty, sacrifices, public punishments were outlets of these instincts. With civilizations, that cruelty sublimated into guilt, we now torture ourselves with morals, self-scrutiny, and feel indebted for our own existence. Number 3, the ascetic ideal, making meaning from suffering, melancholy. Why do humans embrace ideals that deny life, eccentricism? The author argues it's ultimately a will of meaning when suffering is inevitable. The ascetic priest says, you are to blame for your sufferings. This turns meaningless pain into a meaningful phenomenon, and therefore punishment for sin, giving the sufferer a sense of power and a purpose through self-denial. For example, in the medieval monks who find profound purpose in fasting and celibacy, interpreting his hardship as a sign of election, thereby gaining a superior status over the sinful comfort class. How it resonates with today's society is that genealogy acts as a powerful lens to interpret modern social dynamics. It doesn't provide any easy answers, but also asks profoundly uncomfortable questions. The reality check. For example, it resonates like the political resentment of moralization, which is still there, and we see it and we feel it. We have elites and then we have the lower class, and how people are being dealt in it and how they've been treated. Even if you take any of the countries, everywhere this is happening, then the cultural of call outs, cancelling the virtue signals. So basically the social media has created a global theater for the performance of morality. So basically the moral values have been changing accordingly and been interrupted, and atheism is also incorporating in it due to this social media and the cruelty turned outwards. Public shaming becomes a way for individuals and communities to assert their moral purity, gain social power, and discharge aggressive instincts under the guise of justice. Virtue signaling in the public performance of a slave virtue, pity, humility, outrage on behalf of others to gain status within the community that value that traits. For example, on the media, a lot of people have been if they are doing some good deed, they show it on the social media. So basically, he says it goes away. It is just a show off, and it's the same thing what Frederick is trying to say here. And this, even our religion says it the same thing, not even in Christianity, also in Islam, that neki kar darya mein dal. You don't have to show your good deeds or to tell other people about your good deeds, because then they're not the good deeds. The essence, it finishes away. Okay, and the third thing which resonates for nowadays is the therapy culture, that is internalized guilt. So as you know, as the philosophers and the bad conscious has a newfound secular priesthoods, therapeutic culture is now here. As you know, in our times, I don't remember a lot like kids used to. Nowadays, kids, a lot of them, they say we have anxiety, we have tension, we have depression. But I know, but it is the awareness and how you do it. We never had that thing. We tried to solve it by ourselves. I know it's everyone has their own point of view, but I have a very different and very pessimistic, or you can say the old school of thought, that I never believed in these things. But now, after reading and doing it, I know a lot of people with little things, they get triggered for the rest of their life, and it's good to get therapy on time so they can be better and they can have a peaceful life. Okay, so for example, the booming wellness of self-help industries that promise healing and optimization. Our guilt is no longer for sin, but for not being productive enough, happy enough, or authentic enough. A debt we owe not to God, but to the idol of the perfect self. How interesting and how it resonates, dot on point to our nowadays of the world. And this has been written in 1887, just imagine. Okay, so number 4th point which I liked about it was that is the search of the new idols. So the author warns that now people are going for not for the God or the religion, they are more becoming atheists, because due to the social media things, the aesthetic ideal has taken new form. Radical political ideologies, fanatical devotions to brands, or relentless pursuits of career success as a source of identity. But the new idol we worship to starve of meaningless. Basically, they don't have what you can say. It is just random. It's not what our religions asked us to do, what we're doing at the moment. For example, hustle culture, where self-denial, working 80 hours a week, sacrificing relationships is valorized not for God, but for the new gods of the capital and status. So basically, हमने अपना खुदा, we have derived from the actual Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala or the God to the money or the fame or whatsoever, and they work hard, and this is the way our morality and our social norms are of this sort. So yes, and we people are suffering and we are going through it. So basically what I have, after reading this book, I read it twice, thrice, and whenever I read it, I have a new perception to it. And this is the most interesting part. So on the theology of moral remain terrifyingly relevant because it exposes psychological machinery behind our moral certainties. कितनी सही बात, ये एक मशीन है, यही एक ऑटो पे चल रहा है, यही कॉन्सेप्ट. In an era moral of moralization, performative outrage, and desperate search for meaning, the author is the ultimate proactiver. He forces us to ask our deepest moral convictions, expressions of noble self-affirmation, or are they cleverly disguised weapons of power, born from historical grievance and psychological needs? Read this book. Today, reading it is not about agreeing with him. I don't agree on a lot of things on him, but about gaining the courage to question the unquestionable pillars of our own society, which is so important. It is an indispensable tool of navigating the moral ladybird of 21st century. I love this book. I will give it a rating of 5 out of 5 because it is good. The more I read it, the more questions they drive, and I use it and I see it how I can incorporate in my life and how it resonates with us. So yes, and the most fascinating part is that this book was written in 1887. So how interesting is this? So do read it and please give me the feedback. Take care. Hope you like it. Take care. Bye-bye.